What is going on, fellow fans of mobile gaming? It is your host, Galadon. Super excited to be playing Teppen today. And yes, today's episode is sponsored by Gung Online Entertainment. And yes, it was an epic Teppen tournament with myself, Powerbang, OJ, Klaus, and more. Check out the bracket, check out their videos. I didn't win, but I'll show you some cool matches and some familiar faces from the Capcom universe of characters. You could see some players from Street Fighter, Monster Hunter, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, and let me tell you, this game, it's crazy. The graphics insane, the music, the cutscenes, the action, real-time strategy, and it's not like anything else you've tried. Now, obviously, you can see there are cards, you get to edit decks, but it's this real-time attack, defense, with action cards that work like spells. You build your deck, you can bring multiples of the same card, but enough talking for now. Let's get into a couple of these matches and check it out. So basics, right here, you've got myself versus my opponent. Each of us begin with 30 life points. That's the green number. At the bottom of the screen, that bar that's increasing, that is your Mirage particles, and that's what you need in order to play the cards on the game board itself. There are 3 slots on the left-hand side where I can place my unit cards, and then you'll also see action cards. So look closely at the 5 cards I have exposed in my deck right here. The ones that have those 2 numbers at the bottom right, those are the unit cards. The red number is the amount of damage they do on attack, and the blue number is what they have to defend with. You can see I'm getting a little bit of an edge right here. The matches last 5 minutes at the most, and let me tell you, it can be fast-paced. There's a lot to keep track of right here. You've got the unit cards, the action points. That's that bottom number on the far left-hand side. I have got 25 right now, so my hero can go ahead and use his hero art at any point in time. And get ready, here comes mine. It is epic, by the way. And right there, wiped out one of my opponent's cards at the bottom. So yes, I'm starting to gain the advantage, but hold on, here comes the first active response phase as you use one of those action cards. So suddenly you get extra, you get active Mirage particles, and now you can play your own action cards in response to what your opponent has played, and it kind of pauses the game right here, so it gives you a few extra seconds to look at what your opponent has done and then counter it with your own action cards. So as we watch part of this battle play out and me continue to gain the upper hand, I have to say, Teppen is super easy to pick up. You can just download this game and immediately you are playing it. You kind of get the gist of things. Very easy to get the cards down and know exactly what is happening in the battle. The numbers, the scores, very, very clear. But at the same time, you can also tell that the strategy can get extremely advanced. And if you want to get up to that end game content, compete in tournaments with the best of the best, then it's going to take some epic deck building and incredible strategy, both in the active response, which is what you see right here, and the regular playing of the unit cards. And then you got to choose your hero. There's 9 different heroes, and they have hero arts. You've got to know when to use those hero arts to your advantage, and that is where game knowledge can become critical, because you want to know what your opponent has for their hero arts and what the abilities of their cards are as well. And man, there's just so many different variables in this game. And of course, the Capcom characters. Gotta love that right there. Again, 9 different heroes to choose from. Obviously, you can see I'm partial to a certain hero, but we'll talk about that maybe a little bit later. Again, I'm getting a pretty good advantage right here. Part of the strategy, obviously, is to allow those Mirage particles to build up. The worst possible situation is when your opponent is playing unit cards and you have no response. You have no way to play one of your own, and you can see that line approaching. You've got to do something to try to block it. So it's pretty straightforward. And this is one of the coolest things about Teppen. You can play with your friends. You can create private rooms. Add your friends. You can add me. My ID is right down in the description along with a link to the game. So make sure you download the game and add me as a friend. I will get into some private rooms and we will have some battles with random people who have added me just for fun. And you'll see that this game, although it looks really detailed, it is super easy to pick up. And again, you can download it, be playing right away, perhaps against Galadon. And you would probably beat me, but you never know. I did okay in the tournament. I can't say that I won, but again, you might want to go check out Powerbang, Klaus, Night Owl, Surtag, OJ. Each and every one of those guys has their own Teppen video coming out, and Maybe one or two of them might show battles where they're defeating me. It's possible, okay? I'll just tell you this. I did not win the tournament, but I held my own. It was fun. It was a good time. Those guys were a lot of fun to play with and hang out with. And if you watch carefully right here, this one is about over as my opponent's hero now has no life points left, and I picked up the victory. So a gala win right there for one of my matches, and I gotta say, that's how you gain experience, that's how you level up, and as you can see right there on the bottom, we're working towards level 6, and we also have a new card, Sakura's Fighting Spirit, and actually I did hit level 6 right there, so you can see I'm halfway to level 7. The progression in this game is really fast, and yes, you ready for this one? Galadon is completely free to play right now and having a blast. There is a season pass that you can get as well. I don't even have that, and I've already cruised to level 7 and, okay, almost level 7, and I'm wiping out other players. Now, wait a minute. Speaking of wiping out other players, we are already right in the middle of another major battle, and much closer than the last one. This was, I have to say, I didn't think that I was going to win this one, but you can really have these big shifts in momentum if you play your cards right. Get the old saying, play your cards right. Yeah, okay, well, it happens from time to time. And again, it came down to, for me anyway, management of my Mirage Particles, okay? That is the bar at the bottom. I've got 4 right now. You can see my hero arts on the left-hand side. I've got enough points to drop it. He just dropped his, which wiped out one of my cards. Luckily, I've got enough Mirage Particles to put down another card that has 7 defense. So a very tanky card right there. Doesn't do much on attack, but it's going to sit there for several turns and survive, even though my opponent has a 3 attack card coming at it. So that gives me a chance to deploy some other cards, and now I'm behind. Notice the life points. 14-17 doesn't look good for old Galadon. Waiting right here to use my hero art when he's got multiple cards up on the board. And right here, he's down to 1. Now he's got 2 again. I've got 3. I've got 34 action points ready to go. And I will tell you that based upon what I'm looking at right now, yes, it was a mistake. I waited too long. I should have used my hero art earlier. There is my opponent's hero art. And even though it's doing damage to me, I do love that. And you can see now he's got a shield on that card there on the right-hand side in the middle lane. And we've got just under 3 minutes left in this battle. Doesn't look good, but check it out. 9-8 right now. I'm just behind by 1 point. And get ready, active response. That adds 2 active Mirage Particles, and you're only allowed to use those during the active response portion. This is where things kind of slow down, and you've got a minute to see what you're going to play. Now, I didn't have a lot of action cards to play, so we go right back into the battle, but check it out. Right here, I'm down 7-9, but no cards on the screen, and yes, of course, I've got the hero art ready to go. For some reason, I'm not using it yet. Come on, Galadon, this is your chance. I'm looking back at this going, what was I thinking right here? And again, trying to save up the Mirage Particles so I don't get caught. Right here, he's got 2 attack coming at me. We drop down a 3 attack card right here. And there is my hero art. Wipes out his card, and this is my big chance right here. He's forced to replace that slot to try to avoid direct damage. And now I've already got enough action points for another hero art that will pretty much wipe out any card on the board. There it is. You can see I'm on the attack. This is going to put me in the lead, 7-4. He's got a card on the attack, but here comes, that's right, the hero art will annihilate his card, and oh, how the momentum has swung. That's right, look at all of those Mirage Particles I've got building up. I've got 2 cards on the attack. Now I've just got 1, but I've got plenty of Mirage Particles to put down another card right away. And now, 7-2, here it comes, game over. Galadon picks up the victory and slays the dragon, winning yet again, but somehow I didn't win the tournament. Not sure how that happened, but either way, I'm having a blast. If you guys are looking for a mobile game that you can pick up and play right away or dive deep into the meta and strategy, then Teppen is for you. Again, the link is in the description along with my player tag. I'm ready. Add me as a friend and we will get into a room and battle it out. But watch out, because I'm getting better at managing my action points. All right, as always, thank you guys for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. You are the true hashtag GalaFam. Please let me know in the comments if you checked out Teppen and downloaded it. Add me as a friend, and I will see you next time for more full attacks.